Hopefully the sound is sharing, right? But
So now, if you
And
want to know
actually,
the truth, what's the truth?
Martin is wrong. Martin
So
this,
now, what's the
Martin that.
truth?
Don't do
Now,
that.
what is the truth? Who pays the bill?
Come
Let
and
Dr.
discredit
Martin drop a
Martin. No.
POP. Let Dr. Martin drop a POP for Telkom. Let Dr. Martin drop a POP for any food. Let Dr. Martin drop a P for insurance. Let Dr. Martin drop a P for what? Rental. Let Dr. Martin drop a POP for our nanny. Here's the info at home. Here's it. Can you see?
Okay,
Can you
that's
see?
great.
Can you see?
hey, what's good, everybody? This your man, Prophet Zones, and Prophets not for professor, but for prophets. And yeah, today my face is a little absent, guys. It's absent. Hectic weekend. Don't ask too many questions. But yeah, next week, my annoying face will be back on the screens. But for now, let's just get into it, man. There's a lot that's going on. There's a lot going on, yeah. There's a lot going on, yeah. A lot going on in this foreign exchange South African industry. Well, we can say industry, but then today what I want to talk about, guys. Hey, guys, there's a lot going on. So addressing the elephant in the room. So we need to address that big elephant. Megan from Trade245. I don't know if she's the CEO or acting CEO, or we don't really know what's actually going on that front of things. But allegedly, she was abused by Dr. Martin. Allegedly. Guys, okay, right. I caught a glimpse of the live, right? I caught a glimpse of the live. Let me just do this right off flicks. I caught a glimpse of the live. Because I usually don't catch these lives, right, like that. But I caught a glimpse of the live, and they're exchanging words. Stylish Keys and Megan was exchanging words, right? And then Megan was like, yeah, whatever, I'm going off the live, what. And then Stylish was like, you know what? Who, you go off the live? I'm gonna start my own live. Stylish Keys, for those that don't know, the twin of Dr. Martin, started his own live. Clean, sharp. Personally, let me just say personally, I don't think Dr. Martin done what they said he done. And I don't think Dr. Martin is broke. I don't know Dr. Martin personally. Yes, I've met him. But I don't think he's broke. Dr. Martin can trade, guys. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but Dr. Martin can trade. If he would be stripped out of everything, right? Let's say everything. The clients, blah, 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 everything. And then we just lock him in a room and then say, we have a month. If you don't make profit, you're not going to make it. If you make profit, you'll make it. Trust me, Dr. Martin wouldn't even take a week to be in there. He will be out in a couple of days. Dr. Martin can trade. That's one thing I personally know, that Dr. Martin can trade. So with people saying he's broke, I don't really understand where's that coming from. Yes, I saw Megan with the M4 and everything, posting all of those things. But guys, I'm not sure if you guys understand. There's specific deals that are made with brokers. Just because a broker, for example, let's say a broker gets me a car. That car is being paid by me. I'm paying for that car. Yes, it's in the broker's name, but I'm paying for that car with what? My work, what I contribute in the broker. A broker is not a crash, guys. One just give out things. Even crash doesn't give out things for free. You must pay a specific fees for your kid to get lunch, what, right? So even if that M4 is not his, he had a lot to do with why that M4 is his, why he's driving it. Why? Because if he's not bringing in any clients, why would a broker just give someone a car? Not sure if you guys understand how a broker deals work. You need to put in work to get a certain reward. And there's negotiations that's done. Some people don't want certain things, they want other things and stuff like that. But I don't think Dr. Martin is broke. Let's just start there. So let's do this, guys, because I'm not on OBS, right? So just give me a second. I need to share the audio of this so that you guys can hear. Hopefully the sound is sharing, right? But
So now, if you
And
know the
actually,
truth, what's the truth?
Martin is wrong. Martin
So
this,
now, what's the
Martin that.
truth?
Don't do
Now,
that.
what is the truth? Who pays the bill?
Come
Let
and
Dr.
discredit
Martin drop a
Martin.
POP. Let Dr. Martin drop a POP for Telkom. Let Dr. Martin drop a POP for any food. Let Dr. Martin drop a P for insurance. Let Dr. Martin drop a P for what? Rental. Let Dr. Martin drop a POP for our nanny. Here's the info at home. Here's it. Can you see?
Okay,
Can you
that's
see?
great.
Can you see?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back with part 2. This is a little bit of a serious one.
okay, so you heard what Megan was saying. Allegedly, they were in a relationship. Allegedly, guys, don't come for me now. It's not gonna be nice. Allegedly, Dr. Martin and Megan was in a relationship. Now, what personally I can say is we know certain women get, not saying Megan, but I'm just speaking as a perspective of a guy, right? Certain women are not too happy, not even certain women, people in general. Some people are not happy when breakups happen, right? You know, this thing of women will say this about you when you've broke up with them because maybe they pissed off. A guy will say this about you because you broke up with him and maybe he's pissed off. It's a relationship, guys. If there was feelings involved, there's probably going to be a lot of tension. They always say that there's a thin line between love and hate, right? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind that there was a relationship here. So it's not purely business, it's business and pleasure. So whatever stories are coming from either side, keep in mind that there was a relationship here. And as you see, Dr. Martin is very silent. His brother was standing up for him, not even standing up for him, but just speaking on his behalf. Like, you can't speak about my brother like that because you know it's a lie. That's what Stylish Keys was saying. He's like, you can't speak about my brother like that because you know it's a lie. Right? So he was just defending his brother. And the funny part is, it's not just him that came out. Even Kanya, is it Kanya US 30? Or is it Kanya God of Ness? I'm not sure. But even Kanya, which was on Trade245, was on the live with Stylish Keys, and he was also saying a couple of stuff that's basically kind of siding with Stylish. And yeah, even Zakes was on that live because he was also a Trade245 guy. So there's a lot happening, guys. And all I can say is, personally, there's a lot I know behind the scenes of things, but I don't think it's my place to speak of those things. I'm just going to react off the elephant in the room, guys. This is a reaction video. So now let's go.
So buckle up. It's going to be a very, very bumpy ride.
FBI, open up!
Judging from the live that Megan had earlier on, there was a whole lot of information that was new to us. The M4 that she bought, the M4 that he crashed, the fact that he's also on the lease but he's not paying any rent, the fact that he's not contributing to the food, the fact that he's not contributing to a nanny. He's just living his life carefree. And one thing that she didn't mention in that live is the fact that Zakes is also staying with him. Yep, when I told you guys Zakes is on his rims, no one believed me. And at the end of the day, this is where scamming gets you. You are gonna be couch surfing for a very long time. But nevertheless, Zakes is neither here nor there, literally. But when you look at that IG live, you can realize that Megan was the one keeping this relationship and this family financially afloat. Now, while that is something impressive to behold, especially for a woman, would you believe her if she said she suffered domestic violence as well? Luckily for you, you just don't have to go on her word alone.
So yeah, guys, let me just stop it there. We'll react to, it's quite a long video. We'll react to the whole video, right? And I don't want you guys to think I'm biased, but keep in mind, there's been a lot of women that go out there and say that they have been abused, but at the end of the day, it comes out that they were not. So I need you guys to keep that in mind, that Megan can say something, it's fine. That's her side of the story. We don't know the other side of the story, and we haven't seen a case number. Well, I haven't seen a case number. I haven't seen a case number. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. I haven't seen a case number or anything taken to the police and stuff like that. It's just hearsay on Instagram, right? And stuff like that. Anybody can point a finger. It's very simple to point a finger. All you got to do is just open your mouth and point your finger, right? So at the end of the day, guys, personally, I'm not against guys, I'm violating women like that. But I'm also not for. I mean, I'm against guys violating women like that, and I am also against women falsely accusing guys of stuff like that because we have seen in the past that it will tarnish your brand, your career, and everything. And even if it comes out that they were not being truthful with their claims, your brand is still tarnished, and most women don't face consequences. So, what I'm trying to say here is that we don't know for this to be true. The police are the ones that need to be investigating. Look at what's happening with Nota, La Vida Nota, La Vida Loca. Is it La Vida Nota? Yeah, Nota and Amulu, right? Look at what's happening to him. He's in a similar situation, and turns out he didn't do anything. But now, what's going to be the consequence for the girl? We don't know. So all I'm saying is this is kind of taking it a little. If there wasn't any case number, guys, come on, let's be adults here. If there's no case number, then yeah, because all I see at the end of the day, this was business and pleasure, and there's one party that's saying something. We're not getting anything from the other party. Literally, the only time I went to Dr. Martin's story, I saw he was just saying silence is golden or something like that. So clearly, he has a specific a perspective and something to say, but he just doesn't want to say it because he's basically now going to seem as if, because the story didn't break with him, it broke with Megan. Now, ask yourself, why would a broker, let's say Megan owns Trade245, which we know it's not her, but I don't have any proof for that, but all I can say is I don't think it's her, right? There's some people putting strings behind her. As I said, there's stuff I know that I don't feel like I'm in a position to talk about. I just want to react to this, that has Dr. Martin gone too far? I don't think Dr. Martin physically abused Megan. I don't think so. There might been a something that transpired because I also heard a couple of other things like Megan showing up to a specific someone's place and breaking gates, allegedly breaking doors, I mean, and stuff like that, allegedly, right? So we don't know, guys. We don't know. We can't just jump to things and say, Dr. Martin done this, done that. No, we can't do that. That's not cool. Because what if Megan's lying? Then what are going to be the consequences for her? Because there needs to be consequences if she's lying. Because already people are looking at Dr. Martin in a certain light, right? So yeah, guys, let's just jump into the juicy part, right? The juicy part is basically
There's two blue spots and one red spot in the middle. That is a more close-up view of the same arm. Here you can see her legs. Oh my goodness, it seems almost as if she was kicked with 3 bald spots. This has happened more than once, twice, or thrice even. I sincerely hope that she gets this thing completed and she hands it in because justice clearly needs to be served. Here you can see here is
exactly. Rydell just said, hopefully she hands it in. Why didn't she hand it in? That's my big question. Like, guys, if something like that happens to you, especially you as a woman, wouldn't the first thing for you to do is go to the police? Why are you going to social media? That's my question.
go through a difficult spot financially. They are looking to take out their stress and frustration on the clothes. It looks like a sports bra to me. It seems like that got ripped by its financial backbone to be the breadwinner and then to still go and have to lay in the hospital because of another man's insecurities. Now guys, this is gonna happen over and over again.
So yeah, guys, we'll see what the police say about this because we can't jump into a situation and act like everything is facts when we don't know the verdict. So speaking about brokers, guys, right? I wanted to also do something. Let me just try Trade245. Speaking about brokers, right? Because clearly this is broker drama, I personally feel like someone is not happy because their master IPs are moving. So I personally feel like that. But someone is not happy because their master IPs are moving. And as we know, a broker is built by master IPs, guys. because we wouldn't know about brokers if it wasn't because of master IPs. That's just facts. So at the end of the day, master IPs build brokers. Yes, you can have your RE5, RE1, your CAT licenses and stuff, right? Cool. But then for you to actually make a return of investment off of that qualification, you need public presence, so that you need clients, you need business. For the mere fact that you're qualified to have a company and you have a company doesn't mean now you have money. You need clients to actually make money. And that's where master IPs come in, right? So I personally feel that maybe someone is a little touched that certain clients, so certain of their master IPs are no longer with them. So yeah, I just want to search this FSP number, guys. I just want to search this FSP number. You see, I copied it. Let's go to, boom, right? Something I want to see. I typed in that FSP number. I see Red Pine Capital. I typed in Trade245 FSP number. Okay, we don't need to look at the compliance officers and stuff. But the key individual is Marcus Lewis, is Pretorius. So clearly these are the people behind Trade245, right? Because it's Red Pine. It's not Trade245 PTY. So yeah, I don't think Megan is a CEO from the looks of it. It doesn't look like it, because she's not a compliance officer here. She's not, maybe she might be, and these are the key individuals and stuff, but this is Red Pine Capital. It's not Trade245. And as you can see, guys, I copied Trade245, right? And by the way, I heard some things about vault markets as well. Right, I just wanted to make this episode about brokers, guys. Of course, and the elephant in the room, which is the Dr. Martin situation. But I just wanted to make this about some brokers, right? Where's FSP here? Let's see. Here I think it even says it. FSP number, what Rocket X PTY. So Vault Markets is under Rocket X. So that's clear. 52142. 52142. Let's go type that in. 52142. Let's go type that in. 52142. Yeah, Rocket X. It's really under Rocket X, which here's the compliance officer. There's no representatives. Key individual is Tabiso. We all know Tabiso. If you don't care, not that we all know, but yeah, he's a very. Let me just say we know that name. Let me just put it that way. So what else must I type? Nah, that's it, guys. That's it. Or what, you want me to type RCG markets? Because I know some of you would say I'm being biased because of what. But let me just type RCG markets so that you guys can also see what's up here in terms of the FSP number. So the FSP number is 49769. 49769. Let's go type it there. Boom. So far, the only broker that actually shows the name that the broker is under is RCG Market, right? So I'm not gonna go into all these more brokers and stuff like that. I just wanted to clear out the Trade245 situation, because a lot of people have been saying Megan is the CEO of Trade245, is the FSP holder, right? So I just searched the FSP number. It says Red Pine, guys. I don't know what Red Pine Capital is, but it says Red Pine Capital. Now let's go type Red Pine Capital and let's see on Google. Red Pine Capital. Was it Red Pine, right? I'm not mixing things up. Red Pine Capital, real estate investment. Investor profile. I'm not finding a broker. In fact, I just see Trade245 legal documents. All right, so let's click on that. Let's see. Yeah, it's basically taking us to legal documents. So basically, within the legal documents, there must be more of a Red Pine that they say, as they even say here, Red Pine Capital PTY, right, and stuff like that. Blah 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 with FSP number. So it's basically Red Pine. So Trade245 is like a white label, technically, right? because Trade245 Ltd does not provide services for the residents of certain countries, such as United States, Canada, Israel, and Islamic Republic of Iran. That means Red Pines FSP is limited to specific categories, right? So, yeah, but guys, enough about that. Let's get into the charts, guys. Enough about that. Hey, because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. All I say though, guys, is just don't make conclusions before the official documents come out or the police documents come out, case numbers and documents and stuff, because now you'll probably make a fool of yourself at the end of the day by assuming that a certain something is correct when it's not, because we've seen in history that accusing someone is easy. It's very easy. We've seen a lot. The Nota situation, the Mihlali situation, this Java situation. We've seen a lot when it comes to those type of things, especially for people that are in the public eye. So we need to be very careful with that. Hence why I say, from my perspective, I don't think Dr. Martin done that. Personally, I really don't. Might be wrong, but I don't think he did do that. Like, nah. I don't think he done that. So, yeah, but we'll see as the story unfolds on what is actually happening and what's this issue about. You know, because Stylish Keys did mention some things, like as in their relationship ended 6 to 7 months ago, but Megan says 2 months ago. So there's a lot of things. And as I said, there's other things I heard from behind the scenes that I don't think I'd put on this platform. Until maybe this whole dust settles and everybody sees who's actually the victim here. And then maybe I'll speak on certain things that I heard as well and that I know as per the situation. Because I would tense. Anyways, let's get into DXY, guys. Look at this beautiful bullish candlestick on the weekly. I mean, the weekly just engulfed every goddamn week for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. Last week's candle, the week before, engulfed literally 6 weeks. So now what I like about last week is that it lost momentum. This week that ended, it lost so much momentum, guys. Like, it really lost momentum, because look at the size of this candle and this candle. So this week it lost a lot of momentum. And the daily, let's go to the daily. Notice how we were expecting downside momentum, right? But these were our last points of interest. This order block here, I did think of them that they might come here simply because maybe they'd want to just swipe the liquidity. All these early sellers that have their stop losses above here, they might want to swipe them and then move all the way into this order block here. As you can see, this order block here that we're currently at has been refined. But let's go to the H4 so that you can see. Boom, it's a fair value gap. So that order block there, we have a fair value gap, H4 fair value gap right in it, right? And if you look at the hourly time frame, you'll see that we basically now are starting to consolidate. Now we are seeing a consolidation, right? Because the market is really moving like sideways. It's really moving like sideways. So yeah, like, because as you can see, we had consolidation here, but this really wasn't consolidation. This is correction. Why? Because clearly we were forming lower lows, and not higher highs. So clearly here it was a correction just to tap into 25% of this huge fair value gap, right? That it created right here. Boom. So it tapped into 25% of that fair value gap and then started to move to the upside, right? So now, right here, we are not dealing with the same thing right now. We're dealing with true consolidation, because the consolidation is when the market forms higher highs and lower lows, and it just doesn't understand where it's going, right? So we formed a high high and a lower low, and look at what we're doing now. This is pure consolidation, meaning it's actually saying something. It's saying that watch out for this high, right? Because now, if we do break to the downside of this low, watch out for any change of characters that will come after that. Because if we do get more breaks off the lows, then clearly we're going to be moving down. Right? And why do I think that the market is most likely going to be moving to the downside more than the upside is because, as I said, on the weekly, guys, you saw that the momentum is now running short. So basically, there's less bulls coming in, looking at the size of the week before this week and this week. The size is very different, right? The size is very different. And we have tapped into our daily order block, which is our daily supply zone. And there needs to be some form of reaction there. Let me just do this. Some form of reaction there. And yeah, guys. There's a whole lot more that goes into this. But I just want to give you an overview basically. So I am expecting the market to kind of push down a bit into one of these fair value gap or this previously broken resistance, for those that would say, and supply, for those that trade supply and demand, for the market to just come back to retest this previously broken zone here, right, before it goes back up if it wants to. Because overall, we are still very bearish. So the market can come to this zone and push up, but respect maybe a fair value and order block it left there and then continue its downward trend, right? Or the market can just push all the way up into the second order block that it left right there before it carries on pushing down, because ultimately we are still in a bearish structure. Because if you look at this structure right here, we keep forming lower lows. The reason why we had this push to the upside is simply because we broke the low of this green line. And for those in Monday market mapping and other stuff, you know what I usually say, that when a major low or major high is broken, expect some form of retracement, right? So that's why we are pulling back right now. It's not that we are bullish, we are just in a pullback on a higher time frame, and it needs to stop at a specific place. And right now, I could just give you that information. If you want more, of course, join my mentorship program and you will get more as we get more in depth with it. But all I could say is these levels right here, watch them very closely. Not this one, but these levels right here, watch them very closely. As you can see, Thursday tried to close as a doji, right? Let me delete this. In fact, it did. So it's signaling that the buyers are taking profit and the sellers might want to start to come in. The sellers are not in yet, simply because we haven't got a nice bearish candlestick to the downside. But as soon as we get that, trust me, we're going to be nice. So yeah, guys, that was a very long episode, as you can see. Yeah, so with that said, guys, there's a lot going on in this industry. But this your man, Prof Zones, and Prof is not for Professor, but for profits. Dango.